Hi, once again, welcome back to my YouTube MV Auto Service and Repair. Nandito ako sa bahay namin ngayon. I'm doing a video to just upload the latest video that I made from the workshop. Holiday dito ngayon sa amin. So, sarado yung workshop namin. So, here we go guys, and watch this video.
Hmm. 19 yan.
Lusin na gid. Luwagan mo lahat.
Balik na sa pangagapang.
Mm.
Gusto nga ang gamang bisa.
Hindi sa kung sa din ba pabalik.
Balik.
So din ka
Tatapos.
nagtapos doon ka maumpisa. So first stage guys, i-torque ang cylinder head sang 78 Newton meter with this sequence here. Yeah. Tapos luwagan sang completely loosen at i-torque uli ng 29 Newton meter, the same sequence, at pagkatapos may torque ng 29 Newton meter, first stage 90 degrees, the same sequence, and then second stage another 90 degrees, the same sequence. By the way, this is a 4D56 engine, 2010 Triton or Strada, Mitsubishi Strada. So ito na yung sa last video ko na ginawa namin ng canopy. So ayan na siya, pininturahan na ng primer. Ito yung drawer, ayan yung ibang parts, ayan, spare tire carrier. So ayan na siya. So pipinturahan pa tong kaliliha lang. Hindi lang pag sa ibaba wag itubig dyan para hindi ka na hugot sa damo. Hindi mo humok man na daya. Analusan mo na. Torque. Next stage 29 Newton meter.
29.
Let's go there. So tapos na tayo sa 78 plus or minus 2 Newton meter. And then next one is 29 plus or minus 2. So 29 plus or minus 2. So whichever there, but you should put 29 or plus 2 ka or minus 2. Wala kada 29.
Yeah.
Yung last na ano dyan, 30 o 40?
30 ba yun?
Ha?
30 ka.
30 Newton meter? So 30 o 30, 31. Just put 30. So the same sequence. Lumagatok na.
Muna to.
Hindi pagpasobrahin. Taluga ito liwat ka ng sobrahan to.
Ayun na. Sama to kabot to.
Layo mo kung kaya mo kinalugyan to. 90 degrees. So ito na mga parekoy, gagawin nyo lang para madali yung trabaho. Ganito lang, lagyan nyo ng pintura yung head bolt. Ayan, may mga pintura na siya, markahan nyo lang. Meron kaming tightening degrees angle dito, pero medyo matagal kasi pagka ginamit ito, kasi kailangan mong iposisyon lahat, kailangan mong iposisyon itong dowel na to. So medyo matatagalan ka kasi isi-set up mo pa. Pero pagka may pintura, pagka nag-cross yang itong line na to, pag nag-cross yan siya dyan, sigurado 90 degrees yon. So wag lang sumubra, kasi pag sumubra, sobra rin 90 degrees yun. Okay. Ito mahaba nga kuan yung gamit. So na-install na natin yung camshaft. Magto-torque tayo ng camshaft cap bolt. So ang 6mm na bolt, 10 na socket, bali 11 Newton meter ang torque, at ang 8mm na bolt, 12 na socket, 20 Newton meter ang torque. Buksan na liwa to.
Yan. Eh.
Ubusan na. Buksan mo tong nagraga-akra na. Ito ang tagrasa. Buksan to. Ito yung grasa.
Ano ba akong dua?
Silang.
Isa lang.
Ito yung grasa ang thread. So ito yung magandang ilagay sa thread as lubricant. Na-design siya para lang sa thread talaga, sa thread ng bolt. Ewan ko kung mayroon dyan sa Pilipinas, pero hanap na lang kayo. Thread lubricant. Kasi ganyan, katulad nyan, pag tinork mo siya, lumalagitnit. So pag lumalagitnit siya, hindi siya dumidiretso ng torque. Nagre-reading na yung tension ng torque wrench, pero yung bolt hindi pa nasa tamang torque. So kailangan may grasa para smooth yung ikot ng bolt natin sa thread.
20.
20 Newton meter. So dito lang naman yung 12 8 mm na bolt, dito lang naman lahat sa unahan. Okay. Itong Triton na to, it was been 3 days in the workshop and we finished it working last Tuesday, Monday I mean. Just a quick tip, what happened to the engine prior to the removal of the cylinder head. The engine was throwing some coolant through the coolant reservoir, and it keeps full the reservoir always, and every time you start the engine in the morning, once it is cold, once the engine is cold and when you start it, it's blowing white smoke, a huge white smoke. Then but when it's get hot, when you start the engine, it's really fine. So and when it's cold, the engine, when you start the engine when it's cold, the engine is means to say it is going up and down, so it's waving, the idling is waving. We already checked prior to the removal of the cylinder head. We already checked the the current data for the suction control valve, the fuel pressure, even the injector already remove and send it to the injector calibration shop to just test it if it is still, and still the pressure is under specs. And all the results for the throttle body, we check it, the air mass, airflow sensor, so all of that parts that we've been check is all good, so there's nothing wrong with it. But normally when engine runs hunting, it's normally the cause of um, especially in Triton, um, the suction control valve fitted it on the high pressure pump, um, but the suction control valve shows okay. So yeah, we decided to remove the head. It's because the reason trigger to us to remove the head, it's because the coolant reservoir is always full. So when it's get hot, instead of suctioning the coolant from the coolant bottle, uh, the engine is doing in different way. So yeah, when we remove the cylinder head, we measure the old um, thickness of the cylinder head gasket, as well as the protrusion of the piston from the surface of the block. It shows that the gasket is thinner than it should be, because there is three types, I mean, of the cylinder head gasket thickness. So A, B, and C. So yeah, we send the cylinder head to the machine shop and for recommendation, because the valve guide showing that it's already having a play from the valve guides. So we send it to the machine shop for a full recommendation. When we fit it back, the cylinder head, so we fit the maximum thickness of the cylinder head gasket, because that shows that when we measure the protrusion of the piston from the black surface, so it shows that that is the gasket that we need to put it on. So yeah, that's I think it's a four dots in it, because every gasket there is a dot on the at the end, at the, I think it's on the left or left corner or right corner of the cylinder head gasket. There is a hole there, which is that shows the classification of the cylinder head gasket. So yeah, just a quick tip, when you do the cylinder head, make it sure that you put a right thickness of the cylinder head gasket, because once you replace the piston, replace the connecting rod, or even the crankshaft, you should have to measure the protrusion of the piston from the top of the piston to the surface of the cylinder block. You measure it with the thick dip gauge, or even digital tip gauge is good, dial gauge. So you can use dial gauge there to measure the protrusion, or the digital dip gauge. So yeah, so to make it sure that you have a correct cylinder head gasket to put it on. So yeah, the torque specification is on the video. we finished the job with a very successful one. There is no more smoke when you start the engine in cold or in hot. So, and the engines runs fine. There is no more hunting at idling. So all good. So we solved the issue, and that's all for now, guys. And hopefully you it helps you having the same issue with your car, especially Triton. When that trouble comes, and or even um, your engine just rebuild, just overhauled, and you encounter the same issue, and you know exactly what you're gonna tell the mechanic, your mechanic. Maybe the put wrong thickness of the cylinder head gasket, and it will become a bad condition of the engine. It's a small thing, but it will result a big difference from your engine condition. So that's all for now, guys. All right, thanks very much for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell below, and then thank you, and Merry Christmas again. Happy New Year to everyone.